The projected depth chart has been posted. And, credit where credit is due. Since they kind of took the training wheels off of him and allowed him to go full bore, Robert Scott has looked in a very short period of time like the best option to play left tackle. And guess what? He is. He's going to get the start at left tackle. And, Tom, we thought out loud, you and I, what do you do with Bless Harris if Robert Scott starts at left tackle? Because your best offensive lineman is Jeremiah Byers. And we both agree on that. We think Byers is the best player you have on the offensive line. So I suspected that he would start at tackle. And it says that he is starting at right tackle, which leaves Bless Harris on the bench.
Agreed on most fronts. I would say that Byers is definitely your most athletic, 100% far and away.
Yeah.
Best, I've been very impressed with Robert Scott this camp. I think that might be a bit of an open question, but there's no doubt that Byers needs to be on the field. It's got to be.
Yeah, he does, and he is. And he'll start at right tackle, which means you look at the center position. Maurice Smith locked that down early in camp. He has just become as steady as they get. He's not ideal size. You'd like to find a guy. They tried. Casey Roddick comes in now. One heads up on Casey Roddick when you guys watch. He's going to be playing left guard. He's not great in pass protection. That's not his strength. He's a hoss. He'll help you in short yardage situation in the run game. Not great in pass protection. At right guard, it's Dimitri Emmanuel, who I didn't think was very good this camp at all. I would be kind of interested to see if Darius Washington got some run there, because they do list the or on that right side, and I'm kind of curious.
This offensive line that you see on the top line, left tackle to right tackle, I would rate as very, very good at run blocking. Very, very good at it.
Mm-hmm.
At pass protection, porous. That would be the issue. Now, if Braden Fisk is the real deal and dominant across all 12 games, then maybe we're actually better at pass pro. Maybe it's just a Braden Fisk issue about pass protection, because that dude is going to be just one hell of a player no matter who we're going against.
Yeah.
If he's above average to good, then I think the concern is there. But Darius Washington, of those three guards that are listed, not named Keandre Jones, so you just go with the three guys in bold, Darius is the best pass protector of all three of them, at least in what we've seen in camp.
Yeah, Darius has had a good camp, a very good camp. I had to apologize to him in our top 40, where we went back and looked at guys we may have missed on who had good camps, and Darius was my guy that I thought really played quite well, and he really wasn't even on my radar. Obviously, Jordan Travis, Trey Benson, Lawrence Toafili, when they list the running back 2, if you will, Johnny Wilson, and how about this? Destin Hill or Winston Wright. How far has Destin Hill come in a very short period of time?
So I was surprised to see him on the top line. And it's not because of performance. He's been very good this camp.
Yes.
I just thought it would go to Winston on the top line, and maybe Destin would be in bold, maybe not, but that he is in bold type as the starter, I'm surprised. That's good. It's good. It's not a crazy thing. It's just, wow, okay.
Tom, while we're looking at wide receiver, there's something that kind of stands out, right?
Somebody's missing.
Yeah, what's going on there? Are we? They have not announced that, but All Day Dre, Ira's favorite nickname. This is a little disconcerting, don't you think? Is that a mistake?
They've got a lot of good guys. He was one of your top 3 receivers in spring. There's no doubt about it. I'm a little surprised to not. Well, no, I'm very surprised to not see him on the list.
It didn't. I'm curious about this.
I'm not surprised at all to see Hakeem make the list.
Yeah, he came on late in camp.
Mike could have put an or underneath Kentron for Hakeem, because he's been better and better as fall camp has bled into now what is game week.
Yeah. Tight ends, interestingly enough, to see Kyle Morlock ahead of Biscuit.
This is the largest stunner on the depth chart on the offensive side.
I really was shocked by that. Jaheim Bell, obviously, ahead of Preston Daniel, which, yes. But I'm stunned to see Kyle Morlock listed ahead of Marquiston Douglas. Now, again, Marquiston Douglas is going to play a ton of football.
if it was me putting it together,
I would have put Marquise Douglas there.
And I would have put Morlock behind Bell, maybe,
Yes,
and then put Daniel behind Marquise.
Yeah, Daniel wouldn't have made the list.
I don't think I don't think Morlock and Marquise play the same position. That's just the way I look at that.
I'm with you there.
If you're talking about pass catching targets, this is maybe the correct order, probably the correct order. But I think when you look at a snap count at the end of a game, Marquise is going to be playing more than Morlock, I think.
Yes, I would agree with that. All right, on the defensive side of the ball, you're not shocked to see your linebackers are Tatum Bethune and Kalen DeLoach. You're not shocked to see Jared Verse starting, obviously. Is your first-round draft pick. Braden Fisk, yes, is going to get the start at defensive tackle. Fabian Lovett or Joshua Farmer, that'll be a health thing. And then the other defensive end, Patrick Payton. Gilbert Edmond behind Jared Verse is the way they list it. Byron Turner behind Patrick Payton. So nothing really stands out too much to me there. Were you surprised at all? It is an or, but Jerrion Jones and Greedy Vance?
Yep.
I thought Greedy Vance would be on the top of that list.
Biggest surprise on defense.
Yeah.
Greedy Vance, I think, should be on the top line. Jerrion has had a good 2023. He has.
Yeah, he has.
He's an option. I know that Ryan in the chat, go ahead, post what you will. But Jerrion has been very good in this calendar year of 2023. It's just that Greedy, I think, is the lockdown nickel back for Florida State. We'll see if that is the case on Sunday, though.
Fintrell Cypress is going to get the start ahead of Azareé Thomas and Shaheem Brown, which you knew would be the starter there, and then Akeem Dent at free safety, or Kevin Knowles. Kevin Knowles had a great camp.
Not surprising.
Not surprising to see him listed there. And Ronaldo Green, your other starting cornerback. With Darius Jones, his backup, he's going to get run. The true freshman is going to get time out on that football field, and I think he'll play well.
I agree. I think if you're going to order the cornerbacks in terms of snaps, you'd see Renardo maybe at the highest. I'm going to throw the slot out, so let's just look at the outside.
I agree with you.
Renardo at the most, Fentrell second, Azareé third, and then the field.
I would agree. And that is your look. That's what you got right there. There's your starting Noles for this football season. The returners, kick return, Deuce Spann or Trey Benson. Kick return, Keziah Holmes is listed as well. Keon Coleman, punt return, is listed as well. Keon Coleman, not surprised there, Tom. I'm not real surprised there.
Yep.
Ryan Fitzgerald wins the job over ETSU. He'll get first crack at it. Hopefully, I mean this. I know I've openly rooted for Keltner, but if Fitzgerald plays well, it'd be great to see. You don't want to have to replace your kicker. It means he's having a tough go. Punter, obviously Mastromano. You guys know that. And I don't really think anybody cares about anything else from there. So there you go.
Yeah, I'd say that if you need a 55-yarder before a half, Keltner probably comes off the sideline. Mm-hmm. I think he would be your long field goal specialist. At 50, I think it's a toss-up. At 45 and below, it's 100%. Fitzgerald, I'm just going by leg strength. It's not that Fitzgerald can't thump it. It's just that Keltner has a little bit extra, especially if there's a wind in your face and you got to have something from deep. And then at kick returns, I'm surprised to see an or for Trey. Let's leave Trey in the backfield.
Yeah, and he did have one to the house and ran over people, and he is a monster. But yeah, let's leave Trey in the backfield. I agree with you. So your Noles are who we thought they would be coming out of camp for the most part. There's not a big shakeup.